And it seems the same day for Valorant Iceland for the lads. It's actually the ladies undergoing some drama in the Valorant space. That being Cloud9 White, apparently, potentially a male team out there leaking VODs of their scrims against one another. It was actually Cloud9 Mel calling them out on Twitter, to which a lot of people have now responded, including the team of which she accused of leaking Cloud9 White's VODs or scrims, whatever that exact information is, as still probably the most dominant female roster in the space, even given recent roster changes. You can imagine those scrims or any intel around Cloud9 White could be valuable to a lot of especially female teams out there. As Mel goes, not Insight GG's male team scrimming us, then leaking the scrim VOD to two women teams, LMFAO, some actual freaks in this community. She continues, literally scrimmed them for the first time yesterday, and they already got the nerve to leak VODs. What is wrong with you people? Raffle. And another clarification as well, this is actually not Insight's newly announced female team, but it was their male roster, and apparently this is actually a common thing in esports, which I guess does make sense. Like said before, you know, if you are a female roster looking at the best of the best in the female space in Cloud9 White, if you can have any information, whether it be comp based or anything you can gather from those scrims, I can imagine adds at least some value to other rosters. I think my giant question is, are there any female lineups? I'm not saying there are, but it does kind of get in the back of your mind. Are there female rosters asking that their male pros out there who compete against Cloud9 White for these things? Like, hey, can you send us this? Or any information at all? Are there female teams looking for that? Not saying there are, but it does kind of present itself as a question. And there are other pros out there now responding to this, including female pros who are kind of worried if they've actually scrimmed Insight. Have they also had their VODs or any intel on them leaked to other teams? Other pros out there now already blacklisting Insight as well, to which they have now also responded. It was actually one of their players say, as well as the organization responding, and they will be investigating the issue. As they state, Dear Insight community, here at Insight, we deeply value the competitive integrity across all esports. It has been brought to our attention that our Insight male roster has been accused of sharing scrim VODs against Cloud9 White to other female teams. We are deeply invested in our investigation here at Insight and will release a statement soon. Insight is currently in contact with Cloud9 management to resolve the issue. We deeply apologize to Cloud9 White and thank them for bringing this to our attention. Insight supports the female scene heavily and want to resolve the issue at hand. We want to make it clear that our Insight White roster had no part in this situation, Insight White being their female roster. As Insight members say, also posting a tweet longer and also having apologies to Cloud9 White, and states, first and foremost, I want to state that I record mostly every scrim so I can VOD review, and I've never and will never share them. I do not know where this information is being gathered. All VODs are private. I want to apologize to Cloud9 as I openly admit to sharing a screenshot of the scoreboard of me top fragging and a clip of me acing. I discussed with Mel and deeply apologize for this. My roster and I have surprisingly progressed fast and got invited to Pro Zone. We have never scrimmed a team of this level before and did not know the severity this can cause. I had no intention or nor did I mean to leak anything or do anything along those lines. I sent these screenshots to my friends to flex on them, me top fragging and showing them an ace against a really good team. I take full responsibility and will make sure I do not do this again, as I now understand my wrongful actions. I appreciate Mel for taking the time to get in a call along with others so I can explain my part of the story. Also, for the people that said we have done this before in Mel's comment section, I just want to address this issue also to clear up the air, saying basically that, quote unquote, they've done this to male teams pretty sure are absolutely false. Please do not make up lies. Insight will further investigate this case. Again, deeply sorry for the clip and scoreboard. Love you all. Which I imagine all of what he said is true. Even spoke to Mel directly. We'll wait for, I guess, official posts from Cloud9 if they do make one. And Mel, if she also posts a response, I'll keep you all updated on that. That does pretty much sum up and definitely clears a lot of the air. But there seems to be a clear distinction as to what Mel thought was going down and what actually happened according to the other side's words. You know, Mel says VODs, and Say says it was a screenshot of a scoreboard and a clip of him acing, but also not understanding that information revealed in those clips and maybe by the scoreboard, but again in that clip as well, can have a severe, of course, can actually harm a team like Cloud9 White, or can very much benefit other female teams as well, looking at, even like he says, a very, very good team, a team of that level they have not played before. It also sounds like Insight and their players maybe just didn't realize the norm of not posting these things publicly when you scrim privately. Maybe that's the case. What do you guys think? So next time, drink up. All right, you take care of yourselves. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Okay, bye.